Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exploring Leisure Moments. So the World Cup of Cricket 2023 is just round the corner and we all know the big event of ICC Cricket World Cup is starting from 5th October, which is Thursday, and all teams have already announced their squads, and all squads are preliminary based on the available best players rather for each of the nations. And now all these teams will make a fight with each other to probably secure a place in the top two in the finals, and then from there on we will see one winner of the 2023 Cricket World Cup. So it's been a sort of a mixed World Cup for all the teams, because in the contrast with all the earlier World Cups, I don't believe there is any one specific team which we can call out and say this team is far the most dominant team, and the one team who can go ahead and surely win the cup. There can be a few mishaps here and there, but we cannot even call one team who can go there and are the favorites to win the World Cup. So it's that sort of a tournament, or rather that sort of a World Cup tournament, that is starting probably for the first time, or maybe maximum the second time in the entire World Cup history. So for the last few World Cups, as we have already seen, the home team are getting an advantage, and the home teams have won all the World Cups starting from 2011, and that trend have followed in the coming years in 2015-19. But that doesn't really make the home team favorites this year. Like home team, which is India this time, is definitely one of the favorites, or rather one of the contenders. But yeah, they are one of the contenders. We can't say they are the most dominant team to surely go ahead and win the cup, because that sort of tournament is going to happen. So without further delay, this video is all about, as you can know from the title, to predict which are the four or five teams that our channel Exploring Leisure Moments thing are ahead. We won't say any one team as a complete favorite, but we will give a combination of four or five teams who we think can go ahead in the top four positions, and then from there on the top two, and then win the title. But it will definitely take some time for the tournament to progress, so that we will know whether our prediction is right about this four or five teams, or whether some completely different team has come out of the box and have shown their merits in this World Cup. Also, we will see after that, when the tournament will progress at a certain point, we will again create one prediction video as we always do, and there we will predict the finalists and the probable winners. But that will take some time. But it's not a very good practice to every now and then iterate, but then it's good to remind each and every one of our viewers and subscribers, our channel has so far 100% track record of predicting all such major events, apart from cricket as well, football and Olympics and so on. So just we would try to maintain that track, but then there are failures everywhere, so we are not sure when this will broken. But we always do some predictive analysis, right? We never go by some random choices. We always make based on certain statistics. So based on that, let's maybe quickly start and give you which are the four or five teams we feel are the few contenders for getting this World Cup in their hands. So we will start with England, because we feel like England is one of the most popular contender for this World Cup. So England is a very strong team. The only disadvantage what we feel for England is they haven't had much match practice in recent past in the Asian conditions. So that is, I think, the only disadvantage which England has to face when they will land in India and start the tournament against New Zealand, which will be their first match and also the first match of this big tournament. But having said that, England have a very compact side, and they have a very good bench side, very good bench as well, which is very much required for this long tournament. Because we know this time every team will play against every team, so there is no specific group divisions. So having said that, England is one of the favorites for our channel. The next, we will say Pakistan. Yeah, they have that Asian advantage, because they are one of the Asian teams. So apart from India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan, Pakistan has that advantage, and we feel uh, apart from England, Pakistan is one more team. These two teams, England and Pakistan, our channel feels these are in the level one position, basically for this World Cup. But then we will come back to two more teams. Like we will say the third team, which we believe can go ahead, is Australia, because Australia has always been a professional team, and in every World Cup, like they have matured their players and they have come up with a very matured squad, and they will perform to their best. So Australia, like whatever is the situation now, but coming World Cup, there will be a totally different Australia, that's for sure. And they have also a very good side, a balanced side, and with all the spinners, all rounders. So I think Australia, the fitness will be a concern, provided all players are fit. But if that is the case, then Australia is also one of the contenders for this World Cup. And last, we will pick India, yeah, because the World Cup is in India and the squad is looking good. The great advantage of India that this time they have is, like every World Cup, India has a very strong batting lineup. Like that's starting from, I think, maybe 1996 or even before that. Like India always had a strong batting lineup going into the World Cup, but this year the added advantage is the bowling. So India's bowling lineup, if you see this year, like be it Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav, Ravindra Jadeja, and then even I believe Ravichandran Ashwin will definitely make it if Akshar Patel is not fit. That's what our channel feels. So considering that, I think Indian bowling is really an added advantage this time in World Cup. So batting has always been and is also this time, but we will not say like India is a pure dominant or a pure contender, but yeah, definitely out of this four teams, India is also one of the team having the home advantage and also having a good squad and a good form squad. Like every, or we will say 90 or 85% of the players are in good form, be it bowler, batsman. So that's why we believe like India is another contender. And if we have to pick the fifth, and by the fifth team, we will say the dark horse for our channel or for the World Cup 2023, we will pick it with South Africa. Like uh, it's very difficult to pick South Africa for any such ICC events. The reason we all know, like they always choke in this major tournaments. But uh, the side, if you see for South Africa, it's not a side like with great names or like senior players or formed players, but they have a very good balanced side, and a bunch of young players who are very much willing to perform on the big stage, and they are very good spinners and batsmen and captains. So I believe South Africa has it with them, but then like they have to remove their tag of like choking in the major event. So if they can do that, they are definitely one of the dark horses for this World Cup. So just to reiterate, England, Pakistan, the two level one teams which our channel feel are very much of the favorite contenders for this World Cup. Then we have India and Australia, the two level two teams who can do it as well. And then we have the dark horse as South Africa. So best of luck to all the teams for the World Cup. Let's see what happens. We will come to know in a few months of time, but this is what our channel's prediction is at this point. So thanks for watching the entire video. If you haven't subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon so that you can receive the channel notifications every now and then, and also like our page on Instagram with the same name, Exploring Leisure Moments. Thank you. See you soon.